They were once shining young faces that Australians watched grow up through their screens. From drama to comedy, to feature films and international fame, these Australian child stars grew up in the public eye. But in the years since the childhood acting debuts, where have these bright young things landed? Kate Richie. After shooting to fame at the tender age of 8 in Home and Away, Kate Richie has gone from strength to strength, working in radio on Nova FM's Nation Drive show Kate, Tim and Joel, and in a number of other acting roles, most recently in the drama The Claremont Murders. For her role as Sally Fletcher on the soap, Kate won 2 Gold Logie Awards, playing the character for an impressive 20 years from the pilot in 1988 until 2008. As of 2023, Kate is single and raising her 9-year-old daughter May, which she shares with ex-husband Stuart Webb. Ryan Core. After shooting to fame in iconic kids shows such as Sleepover Club, Silver Sun and Blue Water High in the early 2000s, Ryan found himself wrapped up in a heroin scandal that almost derailed his acting career for good. Putting the scandal behind him, the actor learned from his mistakes and scored roles on Love Child, Wanted and Hoax, The Paul Hogan Story. And for his spectacular performance in Banished, he was even nominated for a Silver Logie for Most Outstanding Supporting Actor in 2016. Hess also starred in Packed to the Rafters, Underbelly, The Golden Mile, Wolf Creek 2 and The Water Diviner. Nicole Kidman. This actress needs no introductions and has gone on to become one of the biggest names in Hollywood. Arguably Australia's biggest known export, she's now an Emmy, BAFTA, Oscar and Golden Globe Award winner. Is there anything she can't do? She first got her start in the likes of BMX Bandits and anthology series winners in 1985 before jet-setting off to Hollywood, and the rest is history. Nowadays she splits her time in the US and in her Sydney residence in Milsons Point with country music superstar, and fellow Australian export, Keith Urban. They share Faith, 12, and Sunday, 14 together. Kidman also shares 2 adopted children, Isabella and Connor, with ex-husband Tom Cruise. Her next role will be in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which is due for release in December 2023. Ryan Clark. From soap to the surf, Ryan Clark has moved on from scripted drama to real life as a lifeguard on reality show Bondi Rescue. Now known as Whippet, Ryan has moved well and truly on from his time as Sam Marshall on Home and Away, a role he portrayed from the tender age of 7 in 1991 across a whopping 614 episodes until 2005. Growing up before Australia's eyes, Ryan acted alongside the likes of Isla Fisher, Kate Richie, and even shared a memorable romance with Hayley, Rebecca Hewitt, as a teenager. Dannii Minogue. Believe it or not, Dannii was the first sister to shoot to stardom, gaining international recognition for her role on Young Talent Time from 1982 to 1988. She then went on to play Emma Jackson on Home and Away for a year before releasing albums Love and Kisses, Get Into You, Girl, and Neon Nights. In the years since, she has served as a judge on multiple television talent shows like The X Factor, Next Top Model, Got Talent and more. She also has her own fashion line in Target, Dannii Minogue Petites, and has one son, Ethan, 12, who she welcomed with her ex-partner, former rugby league player Chris Smith. Jordan Rodriguez. This teen heartthrob shot to fame on Dance Academy as Christian Reed, but did you know he actually got his start as young Simba in the Lion King's Australian tour in 2003 at the age of just 9? He also had a gig on Home and Away. Let's face it, what Aussie child star hasn't spent time on this soap, as Jai Fernandez before he put on his dancing shoes? From 2014 to 2018, Jordan has a recurring role on US series The Fosters, critically acclaimed film Lady Bird, and has most recently starred in Disney Plus series National Treasure, Edge of History. He is currently dating longtime girlfriend Jacinta Gulisano. Ongari Rice. Despite being the tender age of 22, Ongari has an impressive career behind her. After making her debut as a preteen in apocalyptic thriller film These Final Hours in 2013, Ongari went on to star opposite Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe in The Nice Guys, in Jasper Jones, Marvel blockbuster Spider-Man Homecoming, and its sequel No Way Home, opposite Miley Cyrus in Black Mirror, and is currently filming the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Mean Girls. And if you aren't impressed yet, Ongari also hosts the podcast The Community Library with an aim to democratize critical reading skills. Angus McLaren making his professional debut when he was just 12 years old on ABC series Something in the Air. Angus went on to star in a number of other popular children's shows including Worst Best Friends, The Saddle Club, Age 20, Just Add Water and Silver Sun. From 2008 he started acting on Packed to the Rafters, appearing in 102 episodes over the show's 6 seasons. Since then he starred in Home and Away for a year, went back to school and studied a Bachelor of Acting at the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts, and in 2021 returned to the beloved role of Nathan Rafter in Back to the Rafters. Marnie Kennedy. For the millennials reading this, Marnie Kennedy was who you wanted to be as a kid. Getting her start as Taylor Fry, a schoolgirl with a wild imagination, on children's show Mortified, Marnie was the IT girl of the noughties. Nowadays she has landed more acting jobs in television series such as Janet King, Fight Club, and Wentworth. She also does some influencer work on the side. Matthew Waters. Have you ever felt like this? Strange things happen when you're going round the twist. Well, Matthew Waters certainly did. Starring in 26 crazy episodes of the final 2 seasons of Round the Twist from 2000 to 2001, Matthew went on to act in Blue Water High, Peter Pan and more as a child. In recent years he has had starring roles in Doctor and the Pacific. Nowadays, Matthew lives in the UK, where he works in film and musical theatre. Caitlin Stacey. Shooting to fame as Rachel Kinski on Neighbours, Caitlin went on the act in the Sleepover Club before her breakthrough film role in 2010's Tomorrow, When the War Began. From 2013 to 2015 she acted in American series Rain, ABC2 comedy Please Like Me, and most recently in horror film Smile. Speaking on her sexuality, Stacey describes herself as fluid and prefers not to be labeled. She is currently dating girlfriend Erin Murphy Muscatelli. Phoebe Tonkin with an impressive 8.4 meters followers on Instagram. Phoebe is universally beloved. From her time in the always iconic Age 20, Just Add Water, On Air Claire, to starring roles in smash hit franchises The Vampire Diaries and The Originals, this star hasn't slowed down. In fact, her schedule is jam-packed with appearances, her latest being Stan original series Transfusion and in Hollywood juggernaut Babylon starring opposite Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie. As of 2023 Phoebe is dating Bloom starring Phantom Planet frontman Alex Greenwald. Jason Donovan. Shooting to fame as Scott Robinson in Neighbours, Jason went on to sell millions of records across the world, his debut album 10 Good Reasons becoming the highest-selling album in the UK for 1989. From there he has had a number of #1 singles, roles in musical theatre, and has won a slew of awards, including Logies. Over the years, Jason has battled drug addiction but overcame this when he became dad to his daughter Gemma, born in March 2000. He has 2 other children, Zach and Molly, with wife Angela Malik. His most recent television appearance was when he returned as Scott to Neighbours for a one-off cameo appearance, alongside Kylie Minogue as Charlene, for the show's final ever episode.